Hey guys, 22 Plinkster here. In front of me, I have my Franken pistol. You have may seen it in several of my videos before. If you haven't, go check it out. But I have been really pleased with this pistol for the past 5-6 months that I've had it. I've probably put 4,000 or 5,000 rounds through it, and it still shoots very well, and it's been very reliable, very dependable. Now, I like the pistol so much, I called the people over at Hogue and Tactical Solution, and I wanted to build a Frankenrifle. Now, this rifle is awesome. I've had this rifle now for a couple months, and I really enjoy shooting it. And I wanted to put the rounds through it before I made a video on it. Now, what I have here is a Tactical Solution upper, okay? And you're probably saying to yourself, well, it looks like a Ruger 1022. Well, you're exactly right. It does look a lot like a Ruger 1022. You know, Ruger 1022, they've been out for many years. And, you know, there is not another probably firearm in this world that has been more customized and duplicated than the Ruger 1022. This rifle has a Tactical Solution barrel, a Tactical Solution bolt, and a Tactical Solution receiver. The upper is what they call the X-ring. Now, this barrel is fluted, and it also is threaded where you can put a suppressor on it. I also went back with the Verkorchen trigger. I'm a big fan of Verkorchen. If you don't know it by now, I put a Verkorchen trigger 1022 pack in this rifle. Now, the trigger's probably around 2.5 pounds. It breaks very clean. The reset is very short, and I like it a whole lot on this setup. Now, also, it's got a Hogue stock. Now, this stock is their new tactical thumb hole stock. This stock is pretty inexpensive, but you get a lot of stock for the money. I particularly like this stock because it's got the overmolded Hogue rubber on the outside of it. So no matter where you grab this rifle, you're going to get a good purchase on it. It also has a nice thumb hole with the right angle. So when I pull it up to my shoulder, I'm not tweaking my wrist or anything like that. You know, it also has the swivel studs molded into the rifle, so you don't have to buy any swivel studs to mount a sling or anything on. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, why in the world do you have that big old optic on that 22 rifle? Well, I tell you why. This is a Bushnell 6500 Elite Series rifle scope. Now, this particular rifle scope is 4.5 by 30 power, so you can reach out and touch something. When I get a rifle at this caliber, no matter if it's a 22 or if it's a 30-06, 308, whatever have you, when I want to see what kind of groups that the rifle is capable of doing, I want the most magnification I can possibly get. That way I can shrink those groups down and see what the rifle is capable of doing. This scope is a really nice scope. It's very clear, and I have been able to shoot half-inch groups with this rifle at 100 yards. Now, saying that, most rimfire rifles are rated at 50 yards. Most people sight their rifles in at 50 yards, including myself. You know, but this rifle at 50 yards, I was just making a jagged hole. So I wanted to stretch it out at 100 yards and see what kind of groups, if I can get some sub-MOA groups on a pretty consistent basis with it. But with the ammo I'm using today, I'm gonna be using some Federal Gold Medal Ultra Match. Now, this is the cream of the crop when it comes to match ammo made by Federal. They make a match and they make an ultra match. This is a 40 grain bullet. I think it's traveling around 1,080 feet per second. So this is very good ammo. So I've shot this ammo quite a bit out of this rifle. This ammo really complements the rifle. So enough talking about it. I've got a target down here at 100 yards and a camera down there where you can see where actually the bullet impacts the target. So let me quit talking about it and let's do some shooting. I have loaded up here in the Tactical Solution Slam Magazine 5 rounds of Federal Gold Medal Ultra Match. Now, I know the rifle will shoot. Let me see if I can do my job. All right, here we go. Make some fine adjustments here. Oh, that last one was me. That last one was all me. Well, you can see from the camera down there, the last one, I got a little antsy on the trigger. You know, 4 shots, that's about a 3/4 inch group at 100 yards. That's about the average I've been getting out of this rifle. It is a really good shooter. You know, I wish I could take the human factor out, you know, sometimes, but you know, a 3/4 to a 1/2 inch group at 100 yards out of a .22 rifle, I'll take that any day of the week. I also failed to mention that you can double tap with this trigger like nothing at 100 yards. 6-inch plate, watch this. It's almost too easy. All right, let me give you my final thoughts on the Frankenrifle. You may notice that there's a different optic on this rifle. This is my Hollow Sun red dot, and I'm wearing a different shirt. That's because I'm finishing this video up the next day. You see, it started raining on me, so I have to do my final thoughts out here in the woods. But do I like this rifle? Absolutely, I like this rifle. This rifle shoots really, really well, not only at 50 yards, but it will hold a tight group that you saw when you take the human factor out of it at 100 yards. Tactical Solutions builds a really, really nice 10/22. And I have been thoroughly pleased with this stock and this receiver. Now guys, if you have any questions whatsoever, you can go over to my Facebook page, like my Facebook page, and ask me there, or you can put them down in the comments below. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep blinking.
All right, so we sponsor his channel, and the only way we can talk about the school is to sneak on his trail cams. Check out sdi.edu if you want to learn more about firearms.